case. Okay, I'm going to show you the steps. You can ask any question you want now. So there's 10 steps to what we do, right? Okay, I did this so I can keep track of it myself. We get a bit of background on you. So I was actually looking at your website already, and it's a very big place. All the lads there, a nice one. So once you get the background, the accounts should kind of reflect what's going on in the place, all right? VetDrive charge €520 plus VAT for us, so that's all you're dealing with on any setup stuff. And what that does is most people who hire us to fix up QuickBooks or set it up from the start, but most of them have had a go at it, and you know, it looks great on TV, and it is great, but you know, it does more than they realize. And then, you know, unless you're full-time at it, you wouldn't have time to get it going right. But we kind of set it up right, and I'll show you a couple of things that are free things you can check if you want. There's another program called dext. It used to be called Receipt Bank. Now it still is called that, but it's joined up with another crowd called dext. I might actually put you on that here on this call. It's where you photograph the bills and they land into your accounts. And I'll show you a quick video on that in a second. Once you've that done, that's the video, number 5. There's 90 minutes online recorded, like we do the training live like this with you or whoever will be looking after it for you. Now, I know you didn't want the secretary looking at your bank, as I noticed, but it can be done weekends, nighttime. You know, we've a schedule there on Calendly like this, and you pick what suits you. And we record it and we back you up for 30 days after that. So what that means is we get you going, we get you doing stuff with it. You'll learn more from making mistakes than you will from not doing anything. And by the time the month is up, you'll be a long way on. Your bank account, I must check, is it connected? I can't remember if I checked that. And
no, it's not.
Which bank are you with, Fintan?
Bank of Ireland.
Okay, well, the banks control everything. So we connect up the program with QuickBooks, and each day they send over the money that came in and the money that went out. And what it's doing is then it's looking for the bills that are in there to see if this money went out, where's the bill that it paid, and it matches up as much as it can that. If there's no bill, like wages or something, we program it to put the wages where it should go into the accounts. So the accounts are building themselves the whole time. And same with money coming in. That's already being done through VetDrive, but effectively the money coming in is matching up with the invoice that was paid. That's what's going on. So it's very easy. There's a couple of things here. If you're bringing in partners, or you're selling that business, or you're expanding that business, or you're going for a loan, you'd have a lot of more confidence in the accounts along the way than having to go pay an accountant to bring them up to date, you know. That's how that works. And then we set up automatic stuff. We set up automatic stuff that you want to know about every day, week, month, or year, whatever you want. And it's down to what you say you want to know about, and we'll set that up for you. And then when things are towards the end of the month, then we do this thing called fetch. So if there's any crowd that say to you, download your bill, like Electric Ireland or eFlow or 3, we send you one email. And if you put in your username and password, nothing really happens. But a few days later, it'll go up all the time and take down all the bills routinely every month, put them into the accounts. So that's that.
Okay.
So I'll show you a couple of fast things. I don't want to hold you up. This is my own website, right? But I'm going to send you an email after this, which will link to it. Coffee to the right from the tea lady, or the coffee lady. And let me just try to remember where I put it now. Here. QuickBooks 3. No, it's not. So I have a couple of free webinars. Must be on this one, buying QuickBooks. You bought QuickBooks already, so. So there's 4 webinars down here in case you want even your secretary to look at them. Okay, and this one here, right. Like QuickBooks pay me to do these webinars, right? And I'm like, that goes on all the time. And even what I learn of your business, if there's any hitch with QuickBooks, I tell their developers, and it goes onto a list, and we get these resolved. I know that's what goes on. But this one here is for people who don't know anything about QuickBooks. And in, I think, 45 minutes, you know, I show you what it can do and how it works. It's a handy one to have on if you're cooking or something like that, you know, and you'll just It doesn't cost anything. So that's that one. And I just want to show you dext. And I might just set you up on that because I can connect it and you can try it out. And it does more now than what this video says. But sorry, these are things I'm just going down for. With articles I wrote. Now you can ask me anything. I can hear myself doing all the talking here, like, you know. But
yeah, you're right. You're emailing me this stuff, is it?
yeah, but I want. Yeah, I can email you this stuff if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, so like dext, is it just a case of like you're going to send me the stuff to have a look and see how it works? But does it pretty much works itself? Does it? Like, do we have to do anything with that?
Well, we program it in the first month. Okay. What happens? What you'll have to do is I'm going to show you what you're going to have to do, right?
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to send you a link. And you're going to download it, and that'll put an icon on your phone called dext, and you'll use that to. Let me just open this up. YouTube. Watch this first, and then I'll answer. So I know you might be doing something else.
Bank's free mobile app is the quickest way to regularly submit your receipts, invoices, and expenses on the go. Once you've downloaded it from either the iOS App Store or Google Play Store, tap on the app's logo to open it. If asked to allow notifications, then enter the credentials you use to access the Receipt Bank web application. And tap Log In. If you received instructions to download the app via an SMS message, all you need to do is enter a new password. To submit your first item, tap the camera icon at the bottom of the screen and grant access to your phone's camera and photo library if prompted. All you need to do is get your item in frame and tap the green ship icon to take a photo. Simple. On the next screen, you're able to review the image and cancel the submission if it's too blurry to read. If you need to enter specific information, such as unique description or tracking class, you can do so by tapping Edit in the top right corner. Note that most of the fields are grayed out. These are the ones that we extract from the item for you. Tap Save in the top right if you changed anything. Then Submit for processing at the bottom of the screen. That's all there is to it. You'll see your item get uploaded to Receipt Bank and start processing.
Okay, that's that off there.
In no time at all,
Still
it will be
talking.
in your inbox ready to export.
Okay, are you still there, Fintan?
Yeah, still here. Yeah.
I'm actually going to add you on that for a second, and you can use it for a month for free and see what you think. It'll be an extra 19 quid. Well, I'd say 19 quid a month. It depends on how many transactions go through it, but 19 quid a month to 29.
This is for the dext.
Yeah, it's the dext, yeah. So now we program it in the first month and all of that. So, but I will show you how to do it in that. But sorry, now I'll just find where I have it. I got it open here. Okay, let me just get this up here. I didn't add this into your QuickBooks yet without your permission, you know. So
Yeah.
but I'll do it anyway. You'll be fine. But what'll happen is I'll send you this link now. I'll just get your details as a user. Okay. What's your preferred email address?
You can use either of those two that you probably have there. So, like, that's what I was going to say to you as well. There could be the odd bill would come into my other, say, personal email account. Is it able to work off both, or?
It is. We give you a special email address, okay, and you just forward it to that. So
Okay.
it's Ballina Veterinary Clinic, is it? From
Yeah, go down. BallinaVeterinariClinic@gmail.com. Yeah.
Ballina. Okay. So I'll just see if I can get one very similar to that. Okay, and your mobile?
087
Yeah,
967
yeah.
9708.
Okay, Ballina Veterinary Clinic. Yeah, so Ballina Veterinary Clinic at dext.cc. If anything comes into your personal email, you forward it to this email address. So
Okay.
it's almost the same. Now it's also going to be on this app. I'm going to email you and text you in a second. Sorry, from Ireland.
But we don't need to forward it on from the Ballina Veterinary Clinic one, do we? No.
You will initially. What happens is, when they're coming in, you'll have to forward it on because it's learning. It's like a newborn baby, all right? But what happens after, say, 3 weeks, with your permission, or we'll get your receptionist to do it, we email your suppliers and say, when you're emailing us here in Ballina, will you also email CC, like Ballina Veterinary Clinic at dex.cc. So the email will still come into you, but you'll know by looking at it, it's gone into QuickBooks already, but at least you're able to look at it too, in case there's something wrong with it. All right?
Yeah. Okay.
Does that come in on your phone there?
Let's go out of here now. Yeah. Let me see now. Yeah.
Okay, download that there, if you don't mind.
Let's see now. Go to this. No, I don't actually. No, I know. I see a different email from you. Sorry.
Okay. But there should be a text and an email now.
Text, right? No text yet either.
Is there not? Okay. But while we're waiting for that, I'm just gonna. Are you looking at the screen still? Am I still sharing?
I'm gone out of the screen now. I get that. Now back again. I'm on the phone here. That's the trouble.
Okay. Oh, you're on the phone, yeah? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the country.
That's all right.
Yeah. Now. Yeah. Okay. So it's only now I'm starting to see what you have on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is your QuickBooks now, right?
Yeah. Okay. I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, how are you getting on with this QuickBooks yourself and VetDrive and all that? How's it going for you?
Well, to be honest, we're not getting out of it at all. Like, we're doing the sales. Just puts the purchases up to now, but we're trying to change that all around. But so really, we need this badly. to try and get some way efficient, even with office time and stuff like that. We're not getting the reports that we need. Sometimes I go in and have a mooch around, but really, I don't have the time for that. So
No.
we certainly could be getting more out of this.
And is your accounting year January to December, is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. So I suppose what I looked at,
No, sorry. When I say that, we've just switched to being in a company. So,
oh yeah.
Basically, it's from the company is on from the 1st of June this year. So, but I guess we can pick our dates ourselves, can't we, to see when our year end will be. I think we wanted to keep it the same, January to December.
Yeah, you can still keep it the same. That'd be all right. You just see, was I looking at the right ones? Balance sheet. I think it was. Yeah, I knew you'd just gone to a company, all right, but just wondering. When I looked at this though, let me just see all dates. Yeah. So for some reason, that's Jane's about it. It seems opening up to see how far back this goes. Yeah, I might just check and see how far. There's 3 million in sales there, but that looks like it's going back over a few years. Is it that busy a place? Is it?
No, that would be. I don't know how long that's over. I guess we're about 1 million in sales a year at the moment.
1 million sales a year. Okay. Let's see Ballina again. Yeah, that was going back to 18. Okay. Okay, but it seems to be the same one there. All right, well, I'll just check that after this. The way it should work is all the bills 70 or 80% of the bills will be coming in by email automatic into it. Okay, and there's no need to keep hard copies anymore. So like here ourselves, we shred every day, and if we tell the suppliers, and it's no bother with them, email me and email this other email address, you're more likely to get paid quicker. If we tell them that, it does happen. Okay, and the second thing is, ones I mentioned like 3 and all that, it goes up and gets the bills anyway. So that's the bills are coming in. All right, so when the post comes, your secretary will have that dext icon on her work phone or her own phone, and if the post comes in and it's a bill, she can photograph it. It's in there straight away. Okay, and how it looks is, I'll just show you my own. So these bills come in all sizes. If you buy diesel on the road, just photograph the diesel bill and it's in there. And if you lose it after that, it doesn't matter. But we have the bill and we have the VAT in it. And this is never a problem until the tax man comes looking or something like that is going on. And if there's no bills there and they see money paying it, they'll call that money to you and they'll try and tax you on it. And to get rid of them, you might have to concede, you know, because they'll hang around. And been there. So I'm just going to, let me just get text up again slightly. I don't want to be too long because I know I'm going to come out of your dext now. I'm going to my own. So it's really sorry, where's my own one? Dashboard costs, yeah. So my sharing the screen. Sorry, I'm going to show you there. So this is my own dext, okay? And these are bills now. I'll just have a look at, here's one now. Just photographed them, they look like that, you know? And I can guarantee you we've already shredded that here. I'll throw it away or something. Let me see the next one. Here's another one. And even if you lose a bill and you find it a few months later, it can still go into this. It'll still grab the VAT in it. It clamps when the VAT was paid and when it wasn't paid. You see another one here. That's got to do with domain name. So that's someone emailing me. That must be, I think there's no price on that. This is a film we bought. Melt on this. There's actual price of dext that we pay every month, you know, but they're all there. This one was emailed in directly. Now, a statement isn't a bill, but we still like to put them in there, and we just what we call archive them. So at least we know where they are if we go looking for them. So, and there's different names of people here who put things through for us. And if you're after any particular supplier, you want to check his stuff out, it'll list them. So there's the AA, for instance. There's 2 bills in from them. And I can find any 2 bills in from them. So you don't need to be putting shelves up, lever arch files, punching holes in them. All that is gone. And the tax man is fine if he gets emailed a bill, you know. So that's what dext does. Now, you're a VetDrive client, right? But if you were one of our accountancy clients, we charge more to do QuickBooks without dext than we do with dext. Okay. Much more, because it just is such a labor saver. It'll save you 50 hours a week in rubbish time, you know. So like you're a VetDrive man, so I'm giving you a free advice here. Make sure you go for the dext. It'll change your life. All right.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
money the whole lot, you know. So really it's up to you know. Well, have you any other questions to me offhand? I mean, I can see you're like, it's a busy place, you're struggling with the admin, okay, and this will help that. Okay, that's really what I'm seeing. I don't know how you feel things are, or
I think I might have lost a bit there, but I think definitely this is what we need badly, just to increase efficiency and just do exactly what everything you said there. It'll speed it up, it'll save accountancy time at the end of the year. So it's a no-brainer really, I think, for us.
Well, see how you are at the end of a month. I mean, you can you'll get a lot out of us in a month, right? I say this to everybody, I'm not just saying this to you, right? And like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 5 separate clients. They're not all vets. I think you're the only vet I'm working on at the moment. And One is a supermarket, another one's a renewable power generation consultancy business. Another one is an engineer, and then there's you. Oh yeah, another one's a DIY hardware shop. And so the way it works at the end, but I say the same thing to them all. A month from now, you'll know things will be falling into place very swiftly. The hardware shop, I actually visited them last night. They're not a million miles from me, and see where you are then. Now, when the month is up, though, I'll just give you a preliminary. Businesses change and evolve, so you'll see a lot of progress in the next month. Now, whether you need me after that, you'll need the vet driver, right? You can decide then, because the more your secretary knows and the more you know, the less you kind of need me. So we do have support plans there between 50 and 100 quid a month. Give you an idea, at least you have an idea in your head what's there and what we'll do. And we can talk to you separately about that if you need it.
Yeah.
Companies there who hire us every now and again, an hour every 2 or 3 months. It does them. I have other guys in Dublin who pay me 100 quid a month. They don't need me at all, but they just want to know I'm there. So two extremes, and then but I've got to get back to them within a day, and they love that because they're owned by foreigners and they want the lads moving. So, but your secretary does a good bit of the bookkeeping, does she? Your receptionist?
Yes, she does. Yeah.
So you'd want her on the training, really. Is what? No, it's easy to put two on one, like So. So did that link come through to you yet, Fintan?
And the text messages.
There'll be text and an email.
No, still no text there.
Is there not? Okay.
Maybe it's my reception.
I'll just
emails.
Log out my own one again. I'm just going to your one.
That might be.
Could be the area, of course, but I wouldn't think so though if you're on.
I've got text. I've got text from the office.
Okay, I'll just recheck the number I put in for you. I have your number, so I know I lazily asked you for it there. 087 967 9708.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, Kevin. Yeah.
Okay, and bellinavetnuclean@gmail.com. Okay, I'll just do a re-invite. Invite. Okay, it's gone there now again. And so really,
I've got a text now.
That's come in, yeah. But download that, so and photograph some bill or something you have there. Now, what'll happen is it'll work away for two. It learns like a child. The first bill will take about 2 hours to go through, but by the time you put through 7 or 8 in a day or so, they'll be zipping through, and then we program it as soon as it sees the name. It works out the numbers. You don't do anything with it. It's great. The main thing is you photograph it right, and then we'll message you back if there's any mess up on that. And when we message you back, if you've messed up 10, we'll message you back about one of them to say you messed up the 10, and just redo them. But you all get the hang of it very quickly. I've people, you wouldn't believe it, in their 80s and 90s, like, can you imagine that, who love this stuff. And so you've no excuse. So, yeah, but an 86-year-old man who owns a coffee shop in Dublin onto it there 2 weeks ago, and his brother who was 91. So,
it's time for those boys to retire.
You think so, wouldn't you? But God, he's down here in the West on holiday, and the money's rolling in up there.
Okay.
Right.
Now it says dext, download our free scanning app. Sign in. Is it sign into the mobile app?
Yeah, it'll ask you to set up your password.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah. Sign in. Okay, so do I need to download our free scanning app? Is this get it on Google Play? Yeah. Install. See, I gotta build some. Just taking a minute now to download.
How's business going for you anyway, Fintan?
Pretty good, really. Like we're sometimes you get too busy in the business, you don't have time to work on the business, as I say. But yeah, we're busy. Yeah, we're expanding all the time. I just kind of we're about 7 years now, and it's growing all the time. So it's just trying to keep on. We're a different business now than we were 4 or 5 years ago.
All right. I used to be just like you, and I hired the most disorganized guy I knew. I met him at the Goy races one afternoon, and he looked fucking great. And he looked at me, I said, "What happened to you?" And he gave me this business mentor, which I hired since. And he said, "This guy changed me around." I went to meet him anyway, because I thought in my own head, I said, my clients could do with a guy like that. And then on the way in, I said, "Geez, I can't recommend him." I said, "Try him out." And he was really unimpressive, and he listened there for about an hour and a half to me and went away. He said, "We'll meet in a week." He came back with a little thin book of where I was, where I wanted to be, and then a 1-page or really well written on how to get there. And Flippin was brilliant, Like we wanted to go to America for 2 years, and I was getting further and further away from it. Just take a year off. I was fed up with the Celtic Tiger and that. And geez, he got us there, So you should have a think about that sometime. Some of those guys, I mean, it was amazing. I retain him all the time now, and he's a client of mine. I'm a client of his, type thing. But money changes hands above board and all that. But Jesus, yeah. But, I know when you're growing like that, you're just pulled all over the place, So.
That's the trouble, yeah. That's the trouble. So I'm in the screen here now. Get your 14-day free trial. Do I sign up there, or do I hit log in?
It shouldn't be even saying that to you. I'm just surprised it's even saying that. Just sign up anyway, or sign. Is there a sign in?
There's a login.
Yeah, log in. It should have been inviting you to set up your password.
I did that already. Yeah, I did that already.
Oh, you did that. Oh, log in then. Sorry, yeah, log in.
Yeah. So the email being Ballina Clinic, yeah. Yeah,
your email address, ballinaveterinary@gmail.com, and whatever password you did. Yeah.
I remember this password now. Be a truck. Okay, yep.
Okay, and now on that video, which I'll send you a link on after this, if you just click, there's a little round thing at the bottom, which is like a camera. And if you can find a bill, preferably, if you have one handy, belong to any supplier. Just photograph a few bills today, and you'll see it, and you'll see them come up on the phone later. Now, they won't be 100% right at the start, and reprogram them then to say, so if it sees Electric Ireland, it won't have a clue that it's, even though on all the rest of ours, it knows well who it is. So we'll say Electric Ireland goes into electricity, etc., etc. And then the second time it sees Electric Ireland, it'll have it all in the right place. But it'll find out the date, the amount of money, the VAT, its own invoice number, all that type of thing. You'll have that straight away. And a scan of that will be in on QuickBooks as well. So you don't need to keep the original.
So I'm just taking a picture of a diesel receipt here. So it's that kind of asking me for category, customer, project, or something like that.
Ignore all that.
Just submit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it says it's got it from here.
Okay. Now do a few more of those throughout today.
Okay.
When you're on the go, because it'll work away now for 2 hours, because it's just born type thing, And that's what the bill, what you did there, you'll be doing with the bills that land in your hand, or land into the office of the post, or land at home for some reason. That's
yes,
all.
You just take a photo on the phone. You cannot. I suppose anything that comes into the computer is already done. You're saying, yeah.
Yeah, the ones that come into the computer, you'll initially forward them to Ballina Veterinary Clinic at Gmail at dext.cc, and on your computer there, on your dext icon, right? Same as I'm looking at my screen there. Just in case you forget it again. Okay, if you let me see, I'll just go into my own one. When you click on yourself, down the bottom right is a thing called settings on the phone, right? Okay, when you look at Dex, and if you look at that, there's a thing there called email in.
Right.
Okay, just have a look at it there, Fintan.
Let me see now. Go back to the app.
Back into the icon.
Okay, so yeah, don't take another photo now. So what do you want me to do? To go into the top left corner, is it?
Bottom right, you see settings.
Nothing there and bottom right. So, must be still in the camera section, am I? Let me see.
Maybe. So the plus brings up the camera. Don't click the plus.
Okay, I'm just in the options here. So just go to accounts. Will I? That part of it. Or email in. I see email in. I see email in actually. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, email in. Yeah, oh yeah, you're inside it. So.
Yeah.
And that's the email address you forward things onto. Now when you say email in, when you see it there, if you even touch that,
touch the email address, is it, or
yeah,
out of the contact?
Copy it anyway to your hand, you know. Spammy bills have been emailed into you. Just if you touch that email address on your phone there, you can forward a few emails you have received with bills on them. Don't worry about, just forward the bill. Don't worry about there being an email and the bill is attached. It'll work all that out. You don't need to kind of click into the PDF and forward that, or you also don't need to print out the PDF and photograph it. None of that needs to happen. You just forward on the email with the attachment and it'll work away itself. Yeah.
So, do you want me to do that now, is it?
Do a couple today. You don't do it now. You don't do it now.
Yeah.
Just do it. And so what this will do is it'll like you'll find there'll be a bit going on, with us here for a week or so, and then we'll be checking back on you, and there'll be big difference like in the month anyway. And with your QuickBooks then, things like the bank statements, while I have you, this has been recorded, this whole conversation, so you look back at it again.
Yeah.
I can see that the bank accounts aren't what they call matched up. So what's on your bank statement isn't cross-checked to this QuickBooks. So
no.
We need to know what to look into. So I might ask you, I will ask you, to do one thing for us. And so for June will be the time. So I'm going to show you your own QuickBooks here. Don't worry about remembering it too much because it's recorded this and this will be on YouTube confidentially, and I'll email it to you myself. So down the bottom here is the thing called My Accountant. And so I'm in your QuickBooks here, right? So I know you probably don't look at it too much, and you will. All right. So, but down the bottom here is a thing called My Accountant, and then the shared documents. See that there?
Yep.
Now, if you could go onto your Bank of Ireland business area and just download the PDF for the bank statement, and I'll just wait for you to look at the screen again.
You want to do that now, is it?
No, do that this evening or over the weekend. Okay. And just upload the bank statement here. Place here to upload the bank statement. And it'll come in here to QuickBooks. I'll see it, you'll see it. Let me just check your users. Check that secretary. So she's not on it yet, is she? Is that your secretary, or is that just you? Well, now one.
At the moment.
Who uses QuickBooks at the moment in your business, Fintan?
Well, basically, any of the girls. Martina will be the main secretary, but sometimes there'll be one or two others who do little bits there as well.
Okay.
And myself.
And yourself, okay. At the moment, everyone has kind of almost full access there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, yeah.
So now I know everything's out of date, so there's nothing to see. So your Martina girl, would want to have her separate on this.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I would give her there then is limited access. So that would be that one. I'll leave that at all at the moment, not to upset things today. And so that's how we restrict them, you know. So
Okay.
admin is where you'll be. Yeah. No, I'll do this for you. Don't worry too much about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will there be separate logon details? Will there, or will it be the same?
Yeah. If they've got separate email addresses, we'll add them as users.
Okay.
So Martina is Martina at whatever she's at, Ballina Veterinary Clinic. So
Well, yeah, everybody. There's no separate email addresses. Everybody's the same.
okay.
We can set that.
Yeah, no, they'll need a separate email address to get on this. This is
Okay.
Otherwise, I mean, I'll just give you a client that I was brought in and they're who
We can do that.
help out, like they had a disgruntled employee when messing things around. So yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. So
Okay.
anyway, listen, I'll advise you on all that as we go in. So
Okay.
it's easy enough anyway. It's just a matter of separate email addresses. Then from your accountant's point of view, your point of view, there's a thing here, audit log. You can see who did what, you know?
Yes.
So if everyone has the same email address, you know, no one's answerable to anything.
Yes.
So let's think about that.
Perfect.
All right, so I've held you a kind of a good bit of time there. So really it's a matter of, you know, just I'll send you an email after this. If you say, yeah, go ahead with the 30 days, it's a fix up. This is where we'll be. I've downloaded the receipt bank thing onto your phone there now. Use that. I'll ask you for some details. It'll be the bank statement for June. And I might ask, well, you're starting in at the start of the year. So, okay, I'll see what's in there behind it. I'm just thinking of the start point. And
yeah. Now, just I don't want to confuse you, but I suppose just for June, for example, there's going to be a little bit of overlap between the old bank account and the new bank account, if you know what I mean, with the start of the company stuff. Will that matter?
well, we'll do as much as we can with it to make sure everything is in the right place. It will matter, but it won't stop. Like the train is left the station now. So that changeover point, you'll be getting further away. So I know what you mean. So money came in June that related to pre-June. So that belongs to the old business. So that will go in as a loan from sole trader, we'll say, because it's like their money we owe back. And then there's bills you paid belong to the old business. I paid it out of the company, but the bill is in the old business. Or maybe some of the suppliers are still billing the old business. They're coming into the new business. But we just put the foot down, and any bills that come in from the 1st of June, we'll say belong to the company, regardless what name is on them. We might have to go back and get them to change the name, but I think just draw a line in the sand. And but we'll see what happened in the bank account, and what'll happen is we'll be able to explain most of it, and the few things that you all answer, tell us where it belongs, we'll put it in the right place. Okay, and yeah, it's fine. We're doing that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Great. So you're going to email me basically everything I have to do.
Yeah, it'll be a very short list. It'll mostly be upload the bank statements, give us an email address for A and B, you know, this type of thing. Is there much else? There isn't really that much else. I'll need to know who's going to enter in the bill. So all those emails have bills attached. If you could delegate Martina to forward them to that email address, Ballina Veterinary Clinic at dext.cc. Because all you'll do is forward, or you do it yourself if you like. If you forward them, you'll start seeing them coming up on that phone of yours, coming in there, okay? And then allows us program them. We know kind of where they go based on where they've gone in the past.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm able to look at your QuickBooks, you see, and see where you've been putting them up to now, and I'll just follow that. All right. I might redesign, make it a bit more user friendly. couple of your reports there. There's a lot of stuff, not so much those ones that you're using, but the ones that are accountancy. And it's that one there now. So there's a lot of stuff. Actually, maybe it's the month before. Go back to June. It's good, like it's fine. So see here, the general expenses 0%, 13.5. That's very VAT phrase. You might have done that, might have been the vet drive lads, but I'll talk to them and we'll just put it in plain English. You know, rent, wages. There's no wages there yet, I notice. So the bank probably isn't set up yet. No, the bank isn't connected. So what we're aiming to do here is join your bank up with this, and the bank send over every day what comes in and goes out. And we say when you see that bill payment there to the veterinary association, when it goes out the bank will say, oh yeah, you have this in QuickBooks, and it'll match up the money going out so it doesn't go in twice. So
yes, okay, perfect. Yeah.
Anyway, to make more sense once you see it in action. So
Yeah, no, it's making sense. Yeah, perfect.
So that's the scene. So I'll drop you an email. Just give us an email back if you're happy to go ahead, because James will have a bill some stage. We have 520 plus VAT. He's not adding anything on charging him. So
yeah, no, I'm happy anyway, but I'll leave it on to you.
Yeah, that sound. Any last minute questions, Fintan, or anything else on your?
No, I'm sure I'll have loads of questions now as we get going, but yeah, just if you can kind of, which is what you're going to do anyway, hold our hands through this and just kind of tell us exactly what you need, because we're very basic.
Yeah, I suppose the main thing is on the email. I'm going to say,
what you need.
Yeah, is schedule the 90-minute training maybe for sometime around this day next week, or an evening or Saturday. And I'm just thinking about Marty. Yes, and if it's just you or it's Marty, I'm just conscious of the bank side of it. I'll work something. We could keep her on for a bit and then take her off it. I did this before. Yeah. And I split the video in two. Okay. I can't remember who I did it with, but I had a gang of them there, say, for 35 minutes. And then the staff went away and I dealt with the owner from there on in. Okay. And when I sent over the video on YouTube, I'm able to cut them in half. So this is for the staff, for their side of it. And this is for you, for your side of it. So.
Yeah, perfect. So we might actually, I'm actually away next week myself. So I might pencil it in for maybe early. I'll look at your schedule anyway. We'll bet it the early and then early the following week. Maybe get both of us on it.
Yeah. And I have a lad then that'll start. We'll check in with you each week. We'll be monitoring the whole time, but we'll actually check in with you each week at the time that you select, you know, so.
So in the short term, I can get Martina to download the dext onto her phone and just start uploading bills onto it, yeah?
Yeah, but I'd need her mobile address, or mobile number and email.
Okay, well, I'll send all that. So you're saying we should set up a separate email address for her, and then I'll forward you on all those details.
Yeah, I just need her mobile and an email address. Otherwise, they'll say you have this already. If she goes logging in, she'll say, hang on now. They'll know it's a different number. Anyways, it's all security stuff, you know. But it's not over the top or anything. It won't break your heart. It's just each user different email address, and then I know who put it in. And if there's any mistake, I can go just back to them, and I won't bother you then. Like, you know, that's how that works. So delegation.
That's the way. Yeah, that's the way we go. Yep, that's the way we go.
All right.
Okay, that's great, Kevin.
That's sound. I'll let you go. Safe driving.
Thanks,
enjoy the week. All right.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Take care now. Bye bye. Bye bye.